Drink. Two people here. Who's here? Three people here. Who's here? Announce yourself, please, while I adjust my hat. I sold a hat. Oh, wait a minute. That's another channel. Who's here? Journey's here. All my exes live in Florida. That's why I live in Georgia. Far away. But all my exes live in Florida. I'm in Georgia, here to stay. There we go. Let me know if you need me to write a song. Like, I'm good at that. I can write a jingle pretty good, though. Pretty quick. I didn't say good, I meant you're hiding. Hey, Lori, you're hiding or hiking? Oh, you're hiding. Okay, you're hiding from them. Yeah, all my exes, even though I grew up in Texas, none of them live in Texas. My ex-wife, my only ex-wife, lives in New Mexico, and the rest of them are in Florida and California and wherever else they are. Oh, one's in Washington State, too. My puppy love. But anyway. Hey, Lori. Dr. Pepper, not beer, not whiskey. Who else is in here? I know there's two. All your exes live in Texas. That's because you're in Texas. They want to be near you. But now all my kids live in Oklahoma near me. And that's a good thing. So what's going on in everybody's world? We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to ask some questions. And there are going to be some Christmas stuff. And there are going to be some non-Christmas stuff. And I'm just going to shoot from the hip like I always do. Let's see, which hip is it? The one that don't hurt. Oh, well, anyway. So I know other people are going live later tonight, but hey, I'm trying to grow my channel. Let them grow their own channel. And they're a lot bigger channels than I am. So Journey's in Georgia. And Journey doesn't resell. She just watches everybody else that resells. Who else is in the chat? Announce yourself so I can welcome you to the Cap Guy Show. The unannounced, unplanned Cap Guy Show. I did buy something today. I went on Mr. Buys a Lot channel, but I'm still waiting on a message from him to pay him. I bought some vintage Star Trek and figures and stuff like that. And I guess I'll have to send him another email later. But who else is in the chat? Say hi. Man, it jumps up. Papa Sticks Treasures. Hello, y'all. Papa Sticks Treasure, where are you located in the United States? Yeah, I know you don't sell a lot. Angie's in the house. Speaking of Florida there, Miss Journey. Oh, Georgia. Man, is everybody on the East Coast or what? You got Journey from Georgia. You got Papa Sticks Treasures from Georgia. And then you got Ready Steady Sales, I believe. Aren't you in Alabama? And then Man Mountain Links in Tennessee. Lori's in Texas. And Angie's in Florida. And all her exes, all Journey's exes live in Florida. That's why she's in Georgia. She's hiding. You bought from me. Yeah, I saw him the other day on eBay Addicts after I did my live with him, and I just happened to pop in and I saw some of the stuff he was selling, and I really was about to turn it off. I wasn't interested in anything. Then he had some vintage Star Trek figures and things like that, and decals and some other miscellaneous stuff. And I bid up on it, and I got it for like $51, including shipping. And I think I can make some pretty good money because a lot of it was 80s, and it's still sealed, still in the package. So we'll see, but I haven't got an invoice yet to pay it. So we shall see. We shall see. But I'm up to 3,000 hours. I'm trying to get some hours, and I thought we'd have some fun with some questions. I'll let it build up just a little bit, and then I'll start the questions, and they'll just be off the wall. As you know, if you know me, I'm going to just pop them out. And, oh, that's right. I need to be giving wrenches, don't I? Do I need to give Man Mountain Link a wrench? Somebody told me not to do that. I guess I could. Man Mountain Link don't make videos anymore. Wished he was. Yeah, MML's in the house. Oh, okay. Thank you for that, Ready Steady Sales. I was like, man, I hope I said everything right because I've never bought anything from him before. But I think I got a pretty good deal, so I'll wait till I get the invoice. And then I bought a little bit of retail arbitrage today. Guess give MML a wrench. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Oh, I can see the participants. I didn't even know I could do that. We got Angie Resales, Lori, Man Mountain Link, Journey, Papa Sticks Treasures, Ready Steady Sales, and who's that cap guy? Oh, that's me. Never mind. All right, let's see. Oh, that ain't it. Now I'm trying to remember how to. All right, somebody help me out here. I know there's supposed to be 3 dots or something down here. Nope, that's not it. Heidi, Hot Flip Heidi. Thanks for commenting on my video. I got to watch yours. I haven't seen it yet. I know you put one out. And you had a sale just recently. I went to your eBay store and looked. You sold something for several $100 the other day. I was like, yeah, go. Oh, there you go. I got you. Thank you, Angie. Y'all are so helpful. Okay. Oh. Let me get off that. Who wants a wrench? I'm gonna give Heidi one. Well, did I give him? Oh, come on. As moderator, okay. And we better do Man Mountain Link. I don't want him. Now, Man Mountain Link, you be nice with this. I'm giving you a wrench, and you don't need to be hitting nobody with it. Papa Sticks Treasures, I'll give you a wrench. Y'all can throw your links up here if you'd like. Ready Steady Sales, I'm going to give you a wrench. Yeah, my daughter. Of course, as soon as you get on here. Now, did I not give it? Has everybody got one that needs one, or do I need to give some more out? I'll have to text her. I'm live on YouTube, Youngin. How about that? Kitten Bell Brick. I thought you were coming over for scrambled eggs and sausage. No, if you got scrambled, I like sausage, but I prefer bacon. So if you're gonna have bacon, I'll come over. But if not, not happening. So, and scrambled eggs, I want some fried eggs. I like my yolk. Hello, Karen. Man, so we're gonna have some fun here. Angie kind of got me on this little kick the other day when she threw that 15 thing challenge, and Nana Tink Treasures watched some of my video last night late. And I said, go back and watch the live, because she said, I can't wait to see your 15 questions. And I'm like, I already did the 15 questions. I did them like 30 minutes after Angie did them. Because when you do a challenge to the cap guy, he does it immediately. He takes all dares. And anyway, hey, Game Changer, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you. I'm going to give you a wrench so you can throw your link up there on your channel if you'd like. I don't have Jennifer in my chat. So Jennifer Barnes is in everybody's chat. I don't think the lady ever sleeps. But anyway, I'm just going to throw some questions out. Oh, look at Man Mountain Link. Yeah, I told you, Journey, if we gave him a wrench, it was going to be in trouble. He's going to start messing around. Oh, my goodness. He got some wrenches. He figured he found some wrenches. He knows more what to do with them than I do. Some of the questions, I was going to throw some out here. So, and some will be Christmas related and some will just be in general. So for those of you that have traveled anywhere outside of the state that you live in, I'd like to know what your favorite state is away from your own state. So I'll wait for your answers. And of course, mine's going to be Texas because that's where I'm from. But outside of Texas or Oklahoma, I would say, man, the places I've probably Hawaii because I love Maui. Mississippi, that's your favorite state? Is anybody in here from Mississippi? Because I don't want to say nothing wrong. Oh, delusion. But my favorite city is probably San Diego because I was stationed there in Coronado and I love the weather there in San Diego. I almost became a police officer in San Diego. Yep, Hawaii. I live in North Carolina, but love Wyoming. One place I haven't been, game changer. By the way, game changer. Oh, you live in North Carolina. Okay, you just answered my question. MML is the Oprah of winters. You got a wrench and you get a wrench. That's funny. So North Carolina, Hawaii, Mississippi. Who else? Outside of Oklahoma, mine would be Florida, the Keys. I've been to Florida. I went to boot camp. Matter of fact, day after tomorrow will be 42 years since I went to boot camp in Orlando, Florida. My husband and daughter went to Mississippi State University, so they're Bulldogs. Okay. Bulldogs and Maroon, kind of like Texas A&M, our rival down in Texas of my Longhorns. We need Mac Brown back. A game changer. Can you let Mac Brown come back to Texas? Because he's the only one that's ever won for us there lately. Hot Flip Heidi. What's your favorite state outside of California? And then maybe the next question will be along the same line. What is your favorite place that you've been on vacation or traveled to around the world or outside the U.S. if you've done that? Mine would probably be Australia. And again, I was in the service, so that's the reason I got to go there. Florida or Gainesville area. Okay. So you're Air Force, Lackland Air Force Base. Game changer. And I know all about that because I almost went in the Air Force. But I grew up across the street from Bergstrom Air Force Base in Austin, Texas. So my uncle was career Air Force, so I decided to join the Navy and see the world, and I did. I've never been to Japan. I've been to the Philippines and Singapore and other places out west. Jamaica, man. I haven't been to Jamaica. I've been to the Bahamas, the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and Cuba, Guantanamo Bay. New Mexico one day. Well, there ain't a lot in New Mexico. It's kind of barren unless you go up in the ski areas up north. I lived in Arizona too. That was different. LA, is that like LA or Louisiana? Like LA, California or Louisiana? If you go in Louisiana, you're probably going to see Lonnie, Shed Flips, Garage Flips. He lives in Baton Rouge. All right. Now, my next question is Christmas related. What is your favorite thing to do with your family at Christmas that not just eating food and watching football and opening presents? Something outside of that, something that you do. And I know Angie mentioned it last night on our channel when she said, yeah, they play board games. Albuquerque and meet Mr. White. Albuquerque and meet Mr. White? Who's Mr. White, MML? You're going to have to elaborate on that one. I've only been out west once. Wow. The only place I haven't been in the U.S., I lived in New York, and I lived in South Carolina, and I lived in Florida a little bit, boot camp, California, Texas, Kansas, Oklahoma, all that. I've never been up in the Northwest, like Washington, Wyoming, Montana, Colorado. I've been to Colorado. I've been to the airport, but not out running around. And I've never been up to like Minnesota and Michigan and the Dakotas. I think the farthest northwest I've been is Utah in Northern California. Tight white? LA is lower than Alabama. Seeing lights. Okay. So seeing lights is something you like to do. Is that the ones in Yukon there, Kentonville Brick, since you're only a couple hours away? Or you talking about when we were a kid, we didn't have the light shows in the parks. We used to get in our cars and drive around and see the fancy neighborhoods that had lights. That was cool. And I don't know if people do that much anymore, do they? I mean, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Lived in Little Rock. My mom was born in Little Rock. There's a little town named after my mom's side in northeast Arkansas called Willowford. That's 500 people, and they were hillbillies. YouTube channel type white. Okay, you're gonna have to help me with that one there, Game Changer. I don't know what that means. And the crystals. We still drive around and look at the house lights. Okay, hey, Back Road Brenner, Chuck, Mr. Wisconsin there. Thanks for checking in with me. We're just running around, chatting, building hours, and y'all hit that thumbs up. 6 people have hit it out of 14 that have been in here. Stationed there in the Air Force. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Was that up by Shreveport? Is that where that would have been? In the Air Force? Is there a base up there? Like I said, I grew up across the street from Bergstrom Air Force Base outside of Austin, which is now the Austin Airport. And my uncle was career Air Force, so I decided to join the Navy and got to see the world. So, and for those of you who don't know, I was on a cruiser and a carrier. Cruiser out of Carolina, South Carolina, and carrier out of Coronado, California. We have 10 dozen must Christmas lights within 40 miles. Oh, okay. All right. Little Rock. Oh, Little Rock Air Force Base. Okay, I got you. And yeah, I got a lot of family in Arkansas. Did you leave dog food at my door, Dad? No, I did not, Sarah. My daughter jumped in here. Did you need dog food? Hey, when you can't get me on the phone, she called a while ago, and so now she gets on my live and asked, "Did I leave dog food at my door, Dad?" No, I didn't leave dog food at your door. Well, someone did. Well, good, but you don't have a dog. It doesn't have an Amazon sticker or anything on it, I hope, because they could have delivered it to the wrong place. Either that, or they thought your cats would eat dog food. You don't have any dogs. But I do. So if you don't want it, you know where you can bring it. That's funny, Sarah. I like that. Comes into my chat and asks me if I left dog food at her door. That's funny. And it's a Walmart sack. Wow. Somebody must have thought you had a dog. I don't know. Don't your next door neighbor have a dog? If he does, take it to him or bring it to me. I don't care. I mean, I don't have a problem getting dog food. So, bunch of dang pillbillies here, Journey. Pillbillies, you got a problem with drugs in Henderson, Tennessee, do you? I think that's everywhere, guys. Unfortunately. Oh, pedigree. Oh, pedigree. Well, heck, I buy kibbles and bits, so I'll take pedigree. I'm not picky. It's good dog food, actually. So, anybody else got a question they want to ask? And don't just let me be the one that asks all the questions. Anybody want to know anything about anybody else in the chat? Or I know I was looking at my analytics on my YouTube channel, and y'all check out Kentonville Brick. He sells a lot of hobby type stuff, toys, but Legos. And he's got how many units do you have? About 4 or 5 units of Legos that you're working on. He's also on Instagram, but check him out. And that's a lot of Legos. I don't mess with Legos too much, but I think I got 7 sales so far, and I'm almost out of those Thor Funko Pops. So, yeah, sales are amazing. Yep. On a 10 by 10 unit. Okay. But how many of those do you have? You have more than 1 10 by 10, don't you, Kittenville? Sarah, how many times, this is, again, guys, this is my daughter I'm talking to. She sells a little bit on eBay. This is a 7-day-a-week job for me. I have 3,500 plus listings. And you can do what I tell you, but you have to come over here and take the time to spend with me so I can teach you and learn. And and really pay attention. And I'm not going to give you the dad Ward Cleaver speech on YouTube, but you know what you got to do, and I'll help you. I'm making good money, so. No, I didn't make 500 yesterday. I did. What did I do in sales yesterday? Now I did sell something for $70 today that I paid 26 cents for, but y'all will have to turn into my video tomorrow to see it. And it's the second one I've sold of this particular thing that I've sold for that. My sales yesterday, Sarah, was $312.57 off of $42.57 in cost of goods, 15 sales, and I made $208 and change profit. And today I'm over 100 profit, but I'm not to the 150 yet, but it's still early. So, and it's also fourth quarter. And somebody asked I was on eBay Addicts chat earlier, and he asked, oh, when's the last day to list something to get it for Christmas? I mean, to ship at USPS, it's the 15th for first class. I think the 18th for priority or the 16th for priority, but with COVID and the rush, I've still got a few packages kind of having issues. And Cincinnati Picker sent one to me that's late already. So I know the mail's got some sluggish stuff going on, and not just Christmas, but everybody's busy. But you got to list. You can list past Christmas. I mean, there's no listing deadline, but to get it out to USPS, people need to buy it by about the 15th, I think, to be safe. To get it by Christmas, depending on where they are. So, Millennial Militia. Oh, hey, Millennial Militia. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it wasn't my door. It was actually my daughter's. And she has my pickup truck right now, and I have my YouTube decal on it. So that's how you got that. I actually live in the vicinity, but not there. But I appreciate you subscribing and checking out the channel. And welcome, Tanya. Thank you. And Game Changer has 1,600 listings. Now, the word Game Changer, is that any kind of play on the fact that you have video games or anything like that? And MedMount Link has 1,252 listings. Wow. I have 30. I'm going to look. I know it's over 3,500, and I listed some today. I have 3,517 active listings. And I should have more sales than I do, but I kind of price my stuff a little high. So it is what it is. Angry 560, eBay 80,000, Bricklink and Brickout. Wow. Wow. So does everybody sell on eBay? I guess you all do that are doing it. Oh, DVDs and video games. So, I don't know, Game Changer, if you're familiar with eBay Addicts, he does the same thing. He does lives almost, or not lives, but yeah, he does lives every day. And he goes to like Dollar Tree and buys dollar Blu-rays and DVDs and sells them for $10 to as much as $20 a piece. And he said he had like 26 sales this weekend and $300 in profit off of $17. So he must have been selling them for more than $10. But yeah, and Millennial, you probably don't know my story, but I'm retired from UPS Freight. So I know all about trucking. I spent 35 years in it, and I'm retired, and now I do this full time. But you can do it, but I would keep your job until you get, set a goal for what you want to make a day. And mine is 150 profit a day. I don't always make that, but a lot of times I actually do. So I probably profit 5,000 to 6,000 a month. But again, it's all about keeping your cost of goods low, selling it for a good profit. I don't like making $3, $4, although I will do that. And then having diversity, having a lot of different items, not just certain things that people need and want. Need is even more important because when they need them, they're going to buy them. But want is also good for unique items, vintage items, and you need the diversity, and then you need to run the sales and offers, tweak your store all the time, bring your prices down, especially to get people to you're trying to cast that line out there and get a fish swimming by to grab it and go and buy from you. And that's kind of the way this thing works. And comp everything. And don't just look it up, but look it up as sold comps to know what it's sold for. And then also how many of them are selling. You know, it will eventually sell, but make sure that, yeah, vintage is good because the harder it is to get, the more money you're going to get for it. Stuff that's new, like I bought a Minecraft game the other day on Xbox One for $14.99, and I sold it for $30, and it's retail arbitrage from Target. I didn't make a lot of money on it, but it's new and it's sealed. Now, when you find a vintage, you know, AC/DC shirt from 1983 and you get $300 for it, those are unique things that you're not going to find every day. So you got to have a mixture, and you're going to have smalls and you're going to have home runs. And I love having home runs, but you're not going to have those every day. And we'll just be realistic with it. But when I do, I'm excited, and that's kind of the hook. It's kind of like gambling. You know, you get FOMO, FOMO. I'll type it for you. It's called fear of missing out. And if I didn't have this disease, I would not go out and have found wrestling T-shirts because I got plenty to list, but I keep going out and I'm going, oh man. I mean, the other day I went out and found a Barbie Xbox 360 video game that I didn't think was worth that much. And when I comped it and saw it was worth 30 something dollars, I was like, wait a minute, I got to start looking at these off. You know, everybody's thinking Mario and Zelda, which are nice games, but I found one that I thought this ain't worth much, and I sold it already. So you gotta look at the comps. But fear of missing out is a term that I used to use a lot, and I didn't phrase that. Somebody else did, but I use it. The cap guys, the sales or sales profit, and Man Mountain Link's favorite. There you go. Hang on, Man Mountain Link. There you go. And but yeah, you just got to look at. I mean, when you go to thrift stores and yard sales, estate sales, look for the unique. And I mean, the Kermit the Frog I sold the other day for $99. I paid $4 for it, and I initially thought it was worth $20. And then when I got to doing better research on it, I found out it was worth a lot more. So you just don't know. One tip you provided me. Yeah. And I mean, thrift stores are getting to the point, especially Goodwill, where they're comping their own stuff. And not that the people that are comping it know everything, because I've seen them under comp things and I've seen them over comp things. And I'm real quick to tell them when they over comp something. But when you're going to yard sales, you can negotiate and you get stuff that people don't know what they have. I mean, the HP calculators and things like that. You definitely want to be looking for those. And the vintage ball caps. I just saw Tennessee Picker picked up a bunch of 3-stripe ball caps for $1 a piece. And I was drilling the whole time. Man, Mountain Link sent me the video, and I wish he hadn't, because it just made me sick that I wasn't the one getting them. And I don't just sell caps, but I do sell a lot of them. And one of them I found today, I think at Goodwill, was a Life is Good with a little smiley on the back. Those are good valued ball caps, and they sell. And you wouldn't even think it, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, I know. And it takes time when you're standing in a thrift store and you got a mask on, I got reading glasses on, and I'm looking it up, and I'm starting to get hot, and I'm like, man, I want to get out of here. But you keep looking at stuff, and I always go to the hats and the video games first, and then I go to the t-shirts and the jerseys and the shorts, and don't forget shorts, because you can find some vintage NBA shorts like Champion and things like that. And I found some Laker ones and sold them for good money. Lakers always sell. Yeah, ready, so yeah. And I was amazed. I mean, when he said, how much do you want? He goes, $1 a cap. And he goes, well, I'll be buying a few. And I know in last count he had like 40 of them. And I don't normally follow Tennessee. I know he's friends with John and Lonnie, but I was just drooling over those caps, because I knew I didn't get to really see them all. But when I saw the 3 stripes on the side, and for those of you who don't know about vintage caps, they're the old mesh trucker snapback caps with the 3 stripes on the side, usually will tell you that they're old. And if they have like agricultural stuff like John Deere or Case, International Harvester, all that stuff. Oh, he bought 80. Okay. Good to know. Hey, Louis. Luis from California out there with hot Heidi Flip. Heidi Flip's in the San Diego area. Where do you live, Luis? What part of California are you in? But anyway, you want to look for the three stripes, but you also want to look for K products in the band, in the snap in the back, or Louisville manufacturing. And usually the Louisville will be stuff like Caterpillar and things like that. And I got an eBay notification. I hope that ain't bad news. Quick question. Somebody's asking books. Are these the English broccoli books? I don't know. They're anime themed books. I might have to look those up afterwards. Yeah, absolutely. Ready, Steady says you're right. I know a lot. I'd say probably if there's one thing I know a lot about, it's sports jerseys. And to believe it or not, hockey jerseys are one of the best selling jerseys if you find them. And I would say followed by NBA and football. The worst are baseball, and I think baseball are probably among the nicest jerseys, but they just don't sell as well as the others. Get them home. Oh yeah, but I've had a lot of I've sold hats for $50 that had the foam falling out of them. It's all about what's on that front of it. And for people that have, eBay, as I say all the time, it's about memories. So you get people that work for, XYZ manufacturing 40 years ago, and there's a hat that pops up. They don't care if the foam's falling out of it. They want that hat. And hopefully you get into a bidding war and it bids it up. So, okay. I got you, Heidi. I got you. I don't do free shipping on everything. I do it on some things. On big, heavy items, I will not do free shipping unless I have a huge profit margin in it. Because if they return it, then you're going to pay the shipping both ways. So I don't normally do it on big, heavy items. I do it on items where I have a huge profit, like that $70 item I sold today for 26 cents, and it was going to France, and you'll find out about that tomorrow. But I did free shipping on it because it weighed probably 5 ounces. So, and it was going to Kentucky and the GSP. So yeah, I got $3-4 in it in shipping, and I had 26 cents in the item, and I sold it for 70. Yeah, I'm going to do free shipping on something like that. But I don't do a ton of free shipping, and I do not do buyer pays return shipping. Seller. I don't do free returns. Now, some of my older items in my store, I do because they're still there. But I've just had too many issues with people that buy stuff, despite the fact that I have the measurements in the item, armpit to armpit, length of the shirt, and they still want to return it because it doesn't fit them. If you don't take the time to measure it before you buy it, when I give you the information, I don't feel like I should have to pay, for free it coming back. So I don't do that anymore when I can. And I still have a lot of stuff that is like that. But found the SpaceX kit. You have a hat that I'm interested in, Hot Flip Heidi. You have a second class petty officer camo hat that I like. But I don't know what size. It says small, but I don't know what that small means. Is that I wear a 7 and an 8. If it would fit my head, I'd probably buy it because I thought it was pretty cool. If you know which one I'm talking about. So let me ask you this: of the thrift stores, I guess Salvation Army, some places in the country they have Savers. When I lived in Arizona, they had that. Goodwill. What's your favorite place to find good stuff of the thrift stores? Did he say anything interesting in the last 4 minutes? I had to skip ahead to get live. Nothing interesting to you, MML. Nothing interesting to you. Except that you need to be putting out more videos. I like watching your videos. If y'all have never watched MML's videos, you need to go watch them. And some of them are about silver and other boring things. But some of them are really good on some of the stuff that he's done and the comments that he makes in the videos, because he has no filter, and that's pretty good. And he doesn't care if he gets a copyright claim because he's not trying to grow his channel like the rest of us. Last I checked, I was 15 away from 500 subs. So if you haven't subbed to me, please sub and at least watch one video so it counts. I had 5 people on Victoria's thing. Yeah, there you go. And hang on, let me adjust my hat for you too, MML. I guess that drives him crazy. But I don't think any of them have watched my video. And if they don't watch my video within 48 hours, yeah, I've still got 485, then it won't count. They'll go away. So I don't know. And congrats to Nate, Drifter Thrifters. I haven't heard from him in a while, but he hit 200. So congrats to him. You have plans? Oh, okay, good. So MML is gonna bless us with more better videos in the new year. Now, does anyone else on here make videos other than Angie, Kittenville, Hot Flip Heidi? Anyone else that they make videos that I'm missing? Because I want to make sure. Oh, and Callie, Luis, I know he does. I'm subscribed to all the people that I mentioned. I just want to know if there's anybody else that I'm not subscribed to that I need to make sure I am. Game Changer, Tanya, I'm subscribed to you too. So y'all check out, put your link in there too, Tanya. I'm subscribed to everybody that's in my chat that I can see. MML unsubscribes me from time to time when I make him mad, but then he comes back. So I never can figure out him. But he's been with me I think he's probably the longest of the people that follow this. One of the few first ones that I found, and then I haven't heard from my buddies in the UK lately either. And then Nate has been with me for a while. There you go. Thank you, Tanya. Y'all check out Tanya. Check out MML, even though he hadn't made a video in a while. He likes to mess around with them cats. Did you like my mountain joke there, MML? And then I know Hot Flip Heidi's making videos, although you've slowed down on your videos too. Kittenville does. Game Changer, I don't know if you make videos or not. I know Ready Steady Sales does not. I'm going backwards here. Angie does. Angie resells. Check Angie out. She's doing her 12 days of Christmas. Matter of fact, Angie, is that tonight at 7 or 8? Because I can't keep up with your time frame. I'm gonna have to check. Angie's doing a 12 days of Christmas, y'all, and she's giving away prizes similar to what Ellen DeGeneres gives away on her channel. I'm kidding. But she's the one paying for them. Not Ellen. Don't even pay for hers. Their sponsors do. Now I got to search for it. Angie Resells is on tonight. Hello. Oh, wait a minute. That's not it. Where is it? Angie, what time is it tonight? Does anybody know what time Angie's video is tonight? That move you to the top of. Okay. Did you ever hear a Who? Pretty sure there was a Horton that heard a Who once. Horton hears a Who, yes. Okay, I've made videos that were like I walk around in Texas with my rifle on my back and my pistol on my side and interact with police and educate them when they're wrong. I've done it. So you're not hanging out with Ted Nugent, then I take it, Millennial Militia. That movie to the top of my subscription list. Moves. And I'm from Texas. I grew up in Austin. Well, what did it sound like? What does anybody know what is Angie? Are you still in the room? Angie Resells? If you are, tell me what time your channel's popping up the Ellen thing tonight. I'm scared of MML's plans on one hand, but looking forward to them too. Yeah, I know, Miss Journey. I know. You never know with MML what he's going to put out there. I mean, he goes from South Park to rap music when he's driving down the road in his truck with his fishing hat on. So you just can't keep up with him. It doesn't say what time on her channel. Okay. Well, it's either I'll start at 7 or probably at 7 or 8. She changes times to, I guess, accommodate those people that have real jobs. Not that this isn't a real job. It is a real job. It is harder work than than it was for me when I worked for UPS. So at least time wise, but I don't have the stress that UPS put on us anymore. And after 35 years in the freight industry and transportation, I don't miss it. And I could go back into it, but I'm not. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm making almost the same money. But of course, Mr. Brown sends me a check every month, which I like too. So that's a good thing. I should be listing. I listed 40 the other day, and then listed like 25, and today I think I've listed 9 or 10 or 15, and I still got a bunch of video games to go through. So Rowlett, yeah, I know where Rowlett is. I know where every town in Texas is. I grew up there and spent most of my trucking career in Texas. Yeah, I've got a niece that lives in Rowlett, and so I know them by the lake. And I've lived in Arlington, Irving, and mid cities before. Thrifty Nana. There are 3 that. Okay, y'all are in a conversation. I'm not showing, or I'm not figuring out. But and I've also lived in Beaumont, Texas, Southeast Texas, which you might as well be Cajun when you live there because everyboud's Thibodeau or Boudreaux. I love the food. I love some gumbo and some crawfish. How many of you eat crawfish? Out country sales. Chuck was in here a while ago. You Wisconsin people are showing up. Y'all check out country sales video. She popped in a video today on some stuff she sold. And by the way, out country sales, definitely be looking for Wii games. Wii games are probably some of the more popular games right now. I would definitely be looking for Wii games when you're thrifting or yard selling, although I know you're not yard selling right now in Wisconsin, but you definitely want to pick up Wii games. And I would say Xbox Ones are popular right now, especially with the new Xbox coming out. And Xbox 360, and depends on the title, especially NCAA 14. If you come across that, it's a $150 game. And original Xbox, unless it's rare, PS2, unless it's rare. I mean, there's always good games in every one of those platforms, but PS4s are pretty popular too. So there you go. Angie, what time's your show tonight? So everybody knows. And what time is it Eastern time? I've been pumping it up. And if y'all ever have questions that you want to know, either hit me up in my 8 Central. Okay. Thank you, Angie. That means I can stay on longer. If you ever have questions about anything, I answer all my comments in my YouTube channel below, but I also will answer them on Instagram at the capguy_Oklahoma. So, and also make TikTok videos, but y'all don't want to watch those because sometimes I'm dancing. Hello, Out Country Sales, Tanya. Specialize in large items. I don't like shipping large items, MML. I mean, bats and things that are going to make a lot of money. I've got a scale and a thermal printer that I've got on eBay, but I paid $150 for both of them, and I've got them for like $350. So as combined, I may have to separate them, but I'm going to hate shipping them. Real bolos, buy only large objects. I guess that depends on the profit, but if it's breakable, man. Some of them carriers like Amazon and FedEx and USPS throw stuff, not people at UPS. We don't do that. Kidding. Get you a forklift, be rocking. Hey, I've been around forklifts most of my career because most of my trucking or my transportation experience was as a terminal manager or supervisor or sales in the freight side, the heavy freight. Hey, 3Gen Hustle, she was in eBay Addicts chat earlier. I'm gonna give you a wrench. How about that? Throw your channel out there, 3Gen Hustle, and everybody that I'm talking. that's in here, make sure you check out their channels, and I'll go back through some of these. Tanya Horton, Man Mountain Link, Out Country Sales, Angie Resales. I'm going backwards here and try to find some of these. And if you do subscribe to anybody, please check out at least one video so the subscription counts. Kittenville Brick, Hot Flip Heidi, Game Changer, I think. I know Chuck was in here earlier from something Outback Bitters, or what was it? Chuck, throw it back at me. I'm going backwards here to find it. Game Changer, do you have a channel? If you don't, I'm not subscribed to you. I'll have to get you. And well, where's Chuck at? I missed Chuck. Chuck, if you're in the room, throw up your link, would you please? But check all these channels out. Who destroyed your packages? You know, even in the freight, we used to have damage. I mean, that's just, you got to realize when they're putting your packages in and out of a truck, it's not that big a deal. But when they go down the highway, they have to cube these trailers, so they have to fill them from top to bottom, whether it's palletized freight or small box. And so when you're trying to move as much packages as these carriers are, and they go through these hubs where they consolidate and all these trucks come in and meet and go back to their destinations, there's a lot of packages moving, and it really, you must protect your package. I mean, like I always tell people, when you handle a package, treat it like it's your own household goods. But when you box something, you got to think, okay, what's the worst that could happen to this? And do your best to package it in a way that they can't destroy it. That's not foolproof, but it will help if you really take extra effort and try to really, and then also label it correctly, and make sure you label it and take old labels off of it so you don't have misdelivered shipments or they come back to you. Those are tips from the freight industry that I will give you. Cap Guy is a spy that discoed me. MML, Cap Guy is a spy that discoed me. They pay for insurance, no questions asked. I pay for insurance on anything over 100 if it goes first class, just because I know it's not covered by USPS. And even on some items, if the person has lower feedback, I will still pay for insurance and signature required. Like on video games, I sell for 150. If they got 2 feedback, I'm putting signature required and paying for insurance to protect myself. Because unless it goes priority, that $100 don't count, and I want my money if something happens to it. And again, nobody has to do what I'm telling you to do, but for the best site on YouTube, oh, Angie, oh. If you like Texas well much, why don't you live in Texas? I lived here when I was a little boy, and I started school here, and then we moved to Kansas where I was born. Then in 7th grade, we moved to Texas, and I love it. But to be honest, most of my family is here now. My kids followed me here with my job, and I lived here when I was a little boy in the town I live in. And I just love Oklahoma as a state, and the people are super, super friendly. I'm not a fan of the sports teams because I'm a Longhorn, but Austin is very high cost of living. I do have 2 brothers that still live in the Austin area, and it's a great place to visit. But I do love Texas. But at this point in my life, I mean, I own a home, and I just like it here, and my kids are here, my grandkids are here, and I don't see myself at my age of 32 of moving again. I hope y'all caught the 32 part. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like I've lived in Arizona, South Carolina, Kansas, Texas, California. I've lived everywhere, and different parts of Texas. Texas is like its own country because the southeast part is swampy. The eastern part is heavy forest. The western part is barren, almost like desert. The middle's hill country and farming. South is farming, and kind of northwest is farming. So you get kind of every topography and geography you could ask for in Texas, and it's huge. but it's friendly, but it's also, it's hot and humid, and I mean, there's goods and there's pros and cons to every state. I lived in New York, upstate New York too, and I probably didn't belong there, but it was just the winters were too long for me, and the food wasn't what I was used to because I'm from the South. But I do love Texas, and there's just something about the state. I don't know, but I like Oklahoma too. It doesn't have the history Texas does, but it has a lot of history. I mean, obviously, if y'all know, the Native American were pretty much brought here from Florida and other places. So there's a lot of Native. Matter of fact, it's the only state that has more Native Americans, except for Arizona. Arizona has more than any other state because of the Navajo tribe. They also said there was sending military signature dance moves on TikTok, so I was making a Bond joke. Oh, okay. Yeah, in my first TikTok videos, me and my grandson were doing dances, and hey, back in the day, Cap Guy was in the discos a lot, and I didn't wear the polyester shirts and all that, but I did. I wore the alligator shirts. I liked Lacoste. Lacoste was my jam back in the day, and Jordache jeans. It tells you how old I am. Late 70s, early 80s. But I don't know. I just like Oklahoma. The people are super friendly here, and it's a lot like Texas, to be honest with you. So anyway, a lot passes over his head. Yeah, I know. I know. Time for me to go. Good night, Lori. He's cool like that. Yeah. Yep. Man, 14 people. What's my record? Somebody told me that I got 21 people in here. I'm getting up there in Angie's league. Mm-hmm. 32 and 29. I'm 61. I'll be 62 in April. Still trying to decide if I'm taking Social Security, but at the way I'm going with eBay, I may not be able to because they'll just take my money away from me when I start making too much. Oh, okay. I thought you had more than 22 in there in those game show things that you're doing right now, or those giveaways. And I got out of your trivia last night. Yeah, I heard you yelled out and the cap guy was gone. My problem was there were questions being answered before I even heard the question. So I was like, how are they answering this before the questions asked? My internet must have been lagging like MMLs or something. So I don't know. But yeah, I was like, okay, well, it ain't doing me no good to be in the trivia thing because I can't even answer the questions because they're not. I'm not hearing them. Oh, Papa Sticks Treasures, thanks for following me on Instagram. I appreciate it. Now, Papa Sticks Treasures, do you have a YouTube channel or do you just sell stuff? Yeah, it was fun. It's just I couldn't answer the questions, and I knew the answers to what you were asking, but I was like, yeah, well, that ain't no fun if I can't be involved. So I started making smart aleck comments like MML does, and if y'all, just to remind everybody, at 8 o'clock Central Time tonight, Angie Resales. Check her out, subscribe to her channel, but also go there. She's doing a giveaway, and she spins a little wheel, and you get prizes. It's the 12 days of Christmas, and on the last day, she's giving away a $50 Amazon card. And I'm doing a giveaway on when I get to 500 subs, which I'm 1,500 away, and you will be the proud owner of the first Cap Guy Sales or Sales, Profit is Profit beverage container. So when later on, when I'm in the nursing home, y'all say, y'all remember that Cap Guy? He didn't have the Enaman like Kevin does, Commonwealth Picker, but I got the first one of those. That thing must be worth $2,000 on eBay. And then when I get to 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours, and I'm at 3,000 hours right now, and 485 subs, I'm giving away a $100 gift card to your choice of place. I will not ship to prison commissaries, though. Bobby can't spell. Actually, Bobby's a very good speller. That's where you'd be wrong. That's the one thing in school I was good at: history and spelling. I have a lot of hours. 3,000. That's. I've had the channel for 9 months. And I ain't even got 500 subs. I need Harry Tornado to shout me out. Apparently, his shout outs work. He got somebody the other day that did like 5, or he did like 2 videos. He's already above me. So it is what it is. I ain't worried about that. You can't worry about that. I mean, even when you get to 1,000, you're gonna get $6 a month from YouTube. It's not like a bunch of money. I just want to show more people what they can do. And I don't think I'm a great videographer or YouTuber, but I think I'm outgoing. But as far as editing and all that, I'm not the greatest. But I do know what I'm doing when it comes to picking, and you just learn. And you just learn and you comp. Somebody today, I tell a little girl in Goodwill, she said, "I would love to do what you did, but I don't know how I would do it or what I would pick." And I said, "That's the fallacy to this thing, folks. You got to comp things. You see something, you think it's unique, look at it. Does it have value? Is it selling? Is it worth something?" I picked up a DVD today, and it's a Bam Margera DVD, and it's not one of the ones that they did, Jackass. It's not one of those, but is that right? Is that what I said? Yeah. Anyway, it was another one, but it's worth like $35. And I had no clue, but I thought, well, it's got Bam Margera on it. So I looked it up and I comped it. I would have never picked that up normally. I don't pick up DVDs that much, but unless they're from my collection. But anything of value, and it's not just things that you think are cool, because I think a lot of things are cool. You got to look at it and comp it and see if it's got value, and then think, is this going to be a need or a want for somebody? And if it's a need, it probably will sell. And if it's a want, then make sure it's worth some money to buy it and flip it. But do sold comps on it and look at the sold comps, because there could be a variance even in the sold comps. How much is it selling? And I always go, not only in the sold comp, I go to recent sales, the most recent, and I see if it's been selling recently. And on video games, I'm looking at the prices going up, because during the lockdown in March, prices of Wii Sports and things like that went through the roof, and now they've come back down. So you're looking to see kind of where they're at, and if they're moving up or down. And I mean, still, depending on what you want to make in profit, you can still do that. But definitely look at the recents too on the solds. Don't just look at sold comps, because some of them could have been months ago. Yeah, find out what best offer. And I've never used Flipper Tools, so that's a new one for me. Worth point costs money. I actually like Google Chrome. The picture taking on Google Chrome, which is another search engine like eBay's one with the little camera, is better at taking pictures and figuring out what it is than eBay is. You could take a picture on eBay with their camera of this tape measure, and it'll come up with this GoPro. So you just don't know. But on Google Chrome, it's free and it's great. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So, yeah. Thank you, 3Gen Hustle. I appreciate your support. And I just discovered that not too long ago. It hadn't been that long. So you're always learning. And that's the thing about the channels, regardless of, oh, Nate's sending me stuff. That's the, I'm trying to read your questions now. Someone mentioned in the video. Yeah, I mean, we learn from each other. It's not like I know everything, because I don't. It's not like Angie knows everything, because she doesn't. It's not like MML knows everything. Well, he does. We all learn from each other, and we pick up tips on. I used to look at Lula Rowe, and then I watched that Stay-at-Home Mom, and she's real good with clothing. And I was writing down some of the brands, like Lululemon. I would have never picked up Lululemon. Now I look for it, and yesterday I was in Goodwill, and they had a ton of brand new Lula Rowe, sundresses with tags still on them. But I don't do good with Lula Rowe, so I passed all of it. But it was all brand new. Now, if it had been Lululemon, I'd have bought every piece she had, or Goodwill had. But so you learn from people when you're listening to what they sold and how much they made. I mean, the plush stuff that I bought, the Mary Kay makeup, the some of the video games and hats. You learn, and like Out Country said on the Wii games in her video, she sold them for $5 a piece. I mean, individually, those could have been worth more than $5. Again, I found some last night that had to do with their first grade rabbit Wii games, and they're worth like $16 to $25 a piece. Who knew? So Nobody knows everything. Even just because you have a big channel doesn't mean you know everything. The small channels, all of us that are out there picking, some have been doing it more than others and longer than others. We all have our knowledge and we all have our expertise in certain areas that others don't. And so if you watch other videos, you kind of learn a little bit about them, you know. And you know, 3 months ago, there's some things that I have now that I wouldn't have picked up, but now I look at them and I flip them. And I know y'all be ready to get rid of those Thor. I sold another Thor Funko Pop today. I've got 7 left, and they're kind of like the old knife sets I used to have and make good money on. I don't have them anymore, but I would love to have them again. I was making $20 a piece. So that's another thing you want to find is stuff you can buy in bulk and do one listing and have, you know, a bunch in it. I bought a bunch of lipstick, which might have been a bad buy, for $50, and it's a certain shade. It's what was that shade? I think it's peach or something. But anyway, I ain't sold any of them yet, but I don't have a lot invested, so we'll see. But you're going to have those happen to you too, and you just got to tweak your prices until they move. You're gonna make mistakes, but you got to learn from them too. Yeah, and look at my sold items. If y'all don't know my store, I mean, it's a I've got 3,500 items. Look at my filter and look at my sold listings. I looked at Heidi's the other day, just to see. You know, I look at Lonnie's all the time. I'm looking at John's, Kevin's. I'm looking at, if I know you and I have your eBay store, I have you saved. And every once in a while, if I have a slow day, I'm going to look and see if you're having a slow day. And not that we're in competition, because we're not. I'm just curious if your sales are slow when mine are slow, and if you're busy when I'm busy. And again, it's all about diversity. But when I went into Heidi's, and she hasn't been doing this very long, she had some really good sales. And I saw one, I forgot what it was, Heidi. You sold something for several $100s, some books. Oh, Babysitters Club books. And I had just recently sold Babysitter Club books for good money, but she sold like 90 of them for, I think it was a $500, Heidi. So, you know, those are big. Hey, Swamp Picker, welcome to the channel. Do you have a channel? Or yeah, you do have a channel. I'm gonna make you a moderator. Go ahead and put your channel link in there, Swamp Picker, and we'll shout you out. Check him out. And I'm not sure if I'm subscribed to Swamp Picker. I may have to check you out. But again, when I say when you're subbing to other channels, make sure you watch at least one of their videos within 48 hours, or it's not going to count. So that's how we kind of grow. Swamp Picker 1.34K. I got you subscribed there, buddy. Hit me back. Hit me back. Hit me back. I got you sub. And I'll watch one of your videos, because at least one. And then if I like it, I'll watch more. But I never unsub. Now, I will say one thing, and this is going to sound selfish, y'all. Channels that don't support mine, I really don't support with a sub, because I feel like if I sub you, you should sub me, and it's just kind of picky but you know, if you're watching, I know you can't watch everybody's channels, but I appreciate people that support my channel, that I'm going to support yours. And just like I've been shouting at everybody, oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Swamp Picker. I'm going to shout everybody out, and everybody in the chat, I've shouted you out 2 or 3 times. You know, that's how we grow, and that's how we learn. And again, some of us are better YouTube creators, and the only thing that makes me different is Mr. JT, because he's my kind of niche. I wanted to be different than everybody else, and I am, until people start doing until somebody figures out. But JT wants his own channel. I want my own channel. Me and MML could make a channel. It'd be Bob, MML, and me. We'd be I won't say 3 stooges. How about 3 goobers? Hey, Dirty. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Oklahoma. Hey, when we going to Maui? If I go to Maui, and we're talking about going maybe after Christmas, if I go, he's going. I've already said he will be in my luggage, and we're going to do videos from Maui. Not to make anybody envious, but I think it'd be fun to have him along. Now I can't take him everywhere in public because I don't want to end up in a straitjacket in Maui. But anyway, so let me ask all you people that are reselling on here. How are your sales going? Have they taken off? I know right before Thanksgiving, it seemed like everything was slow. Have your sales picked up? I guess that would be my question. Have the sales picked up for you? And I hope they have. I'm averaging about 14 to 15 a day right now. And we got about a week left before you can really call it, you're going to get it by Christmas. So people should start buying more and more. Just make sure you're always tweaking your store or your eBay if you don't have a store. And then also send offers and run sales. I think I got 1,500 items on sale right now between 10 and 15%. And I'll probably run another one in the next day or two just to push it. Some, okay. How many items do you have in your store, Tanya? Or in your eBay? Some people don't have stores. Oh, good. 3Gen Hustle. Let me ask that question. How many items do each of you have on eBay or your other platforms? Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark. So Tanya's got 128. I have 3,517. How about you, 3Gen Hustle, Mad Mountain Link, tweaking your store? I said tweaking your store, not twinking. It could be twerking, though, Mad Mountain Link. You would understand twerking, wouldn't you? 3Gen Hustle, 65. 1,200 or so. 1,200 is not low. Karen's got 432. That's a good amount. Lonnie and John, they only have Cincinnati Picker. They only have about 400 items in their store. Now, Lonnie's been doing 20 to one day he did 70, but a lot of cards. 1,500, but my goal is 2,500. Twerking, yeah. Hey, that's MML. He twerks a lot, but we just don't get to see it on video. eBay 1475, Mercari 975. That's a lot. That's a lot. Now, do you sell a lot on Mercari there, Papa Sticks? I've never tried Mercari. I have tried. Swamp Picker runs one for work. What are you selling for work? Your job is selling stuff on eBay for your work. I used to know an auto parts store here that they sold on eBay, and the guy's job was to do eBay for the auto parts. They were all Ford auto parts. And that's another thing. A lot of the guys that have the big YouTube channels sell a lot of stuff on their YouTube channel as well. And I probably made 6 or 7 sales from people that watch my channel. Oscar was the most recent one. But Man Mountain Links bought from me. Journey? No. Journey, have you bought? No. Who else? Captain Kirk has bought from me. Hot Flip Heidi has bought from me. And Steve and Terry, they don't have a channel, but they watch the videos. Motocross Vintage Parts. Just a little tidbit of information, Swap Picker. Are you familiar with a guy named Ryan Dungy? He's my nephew by marriage from Minnesota. He's retired now, but he was a world champion more than once. He is, by marriage, he is my nephew. And my oldest daughter and him were born across the street from each other in Austin, Round Rock, Texas. Oh, you do? Okay, cool. I've never got to see him run live because he lives in Minnesota and he runs all over, but we followed him a little bit. So there you go. Yep, he's my nephew by marriage, not blood. Journey is rich, but poor in coins. Well, that's because you're hiding from all your exes in Florida, Miss Journey. Now, oh, wait a minute. I think MML is twerking again. MML, are you twerking again? Oh, see the dog in the picture? They're at my door saying, hey, we want to go outside. Do y'all want to go outside? Hey, You want to go outside? You want to go outside? Baby? Baby? You want to go outside? No. When they get excited at the door, then I'll know they really want to go outside. Yeah, well, you can have the Boston Terrier. He's actually a rescue dog I rescued 5 years ago from somebody threw him out on the street, and nobody wanted him, and I took him. And then the other dog is Baby. She's about 14 or 15, and I rescued her as a puppy from the pound. And but they're both older dogs. No, 5,200 in sales, about four. Wow, 3-gen hustle. What are you selling? Drugs? Man, 100 items, 5,200 in sales. I got to follow what you're selling. I need your link to your eBay store. I mean, I make about 5,000 a month, 6,000 a month profit, but I got 3,500 listings and I sell about 300 a month. Man, I'm not making vintage collectible, like in dishes and stuff, or clothing, or yeah. Oh, scale trains. Okay. See, I know nothing about them. I do have a couple of train sets, but I know nothing about trains other than a little bit about Thomas, and I don't do good with Thomas trains either. I'd rather do Monster High dolls and doll clothes, right? Right, MML? No, but I mean, with that kind of profit off that much stuff, that's the first thing came to mind. Just, little snort or something there. RC boats. Oh yeah, those sell for big bucks. I actually have some RC cars that I bought at a yard sale. And I can't get the batteries to charge, and I haven't even listed them yet. I don't know if they're worth anything or not. I may have to get with you on that one. I know some of them do. You need a USS Minnow. They need to put you on an island with the castaways from Gilligan's Island there, MML. You and Gilligan, because you'd probably end up hurting the skipper and chasing around Marianne and Ginger or Mrs. Howe. For those of you who don't know, that's Gilligan's Island, for those of you who are younger that have never watched it. My favorite show as a kid was Leave It to Beaver, because my mom wore pearls and a dress every day, all day long. Not. But I do love the show. Some of those I go back now and I go, how did you watch this stuff? It's so corny. But simpler times when we played outside and didn't have video games and cell phones. Simpler times. Yeah, I know what it is. I know what the boat is. I'm just saying you need to be on the island with them, or I do a lot of Disney collectibles. Lemax Halloween houses. Wow. Now, where did you find those, 3-gen hustle? Where did you find them? And what's your eBay store? I'd like to know what your eBay store is. I'd like to follow your eBay store just to see what you got. I mean, I got collectibles coming out my ears. I mean, look at all them Game of Thrones Funko Pops. Now, they're not worth that much, but I've got collectibles. I'll be right back, folks. I got to let these dogs out. I'm coming. All right, the life of a animal owner. You gotta let dogs out. Who let the dogs out? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Pick, flip. There you go. Y'all check that out. We're gonna see how to make some real money off of 100 listings. Man, maybe I need to get rid of all the stuff in my store and who let the dogs out? I let the dogs out. So, anybody else got anything? Anything you want to talk about? And again, I appreciate everybody that subscribed to my channel, everybody that give me a thumbs up, and definitely check out each other's channels in here. Put your links in there if you'd like, folks. I'm going to check out that eBay store. In fact, if I don't do it now, I won't remember. So y'all chat amongst yourselves for a moment, because I'm about to. I do follow a lot of YouTube people that I watch their videos and stuff, and I don't watch as many as I used to. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm not like you, MML. I gotta let the dogs out. You don't have to let the cats out. They got boxes for that. And the Boston Terrier is a male, and unfortunately, if I don't let him out, he'll cock his leg on something. I won't have male dogs anymore if I ever have any more after these. Pick, flip. Oh, maybe if I typed it right. I'm all thumbs. All right, I got you saved. Now you got some small stuff in here too. You got some Hot Wheels. So you got a little bit of diversity there. Now you got a lot of car models. Do you have like vintage, like Winross, like trucking company trucks or anything like that? 3-gen hustle. Because if you've got any Pure Letter Courier, Emery Worldwide, Overnight Transportation, well, I've got Overnight Transportation. All the companies I've worked for, those are things I do collect a little bit. And of course, I got a huge UPS collection. You got to let the cats in. Okay. Well, see, my dogs, they're like kids. And when I give them a treat, when they go out to do their business and they come back, now they've gotten to the point where they just come in, they're in for a couple of minutes, they run back out. They don't go do anything. They just run out 5 feet, turn around and come back because they think I'm going to give them a treat again. And I'm like, wait a minute, guys. Okay, it doesn't work like every time you go out the door, you get a treat. It's only when you go do something. All right. But I end up breaking that anyway. Some pricing label guns. Oh, wow. The old style that you scanned. I mean, the paper sticker labels that Goodwill puts on their video games and you got to peel off all the time. Yeah, I know those. So are those, what's those other ones that you can get? The old label makers that punched a thing. Those are pretty cool, but they don't sell for a lot of money, maybe $22. Okay, I'll check out your trucks. If there's any of the companies I've worked for, I'll buy them. But I only buy stuff of places that I've worked. So I started my career with Pure Letter Courier, and then Emery bought us, Emery Worldwide, and then later CF bought Emery, and then I worked for some other companies in New York, and then Pony Express Courier, which was based, I believe, in North Carolina, and Charlotte, I think, and then who else? A refrigerated carrier, a small one, American Freightways before it was FedEx Freight, and then Overnight Transportation and UPS Freight, which bought Overnight. So I know a lot about it. There's Nate Drifter Thrifters. Mr. Nate went over 200 today, y'all. Check his channel out. Congratulations, Nate, even though you never comment on my videos anymore. Hey, MML, guess who's in the house? It's trouble. It's Nate. Nate, Drifter Thrifters is here. I mean, MML. I'm warning you now. Gas companies, Amoco Mobile, some fire trucks. I got some Goodyear stuff I got at estate sales. Yeah, let's see if he's still there. He said something about not being there anymore. If he ain't, we'll get him there tonight. How about that, folks? I mean, we got to have an Australian in here, right? You're at 201 right now, Nate. Y'all need to get him to about 205 so he can be safe. I always get worried when I get like 200, 300 because then you drop back below it because people, if they don't watch your videos, y'all go ahead and subscribe to Nate Drifter Thrifters if you haven't already, and make sure you watch at least a video so it counts. And let's get him up to 205 or more so he can stay there and move his way up. And Nate, if I knew Harry Tornado, I'd get him to shout you out too, but he wouldn't even shout me out. So a lot of lives on currently. I know Nurse Flipper's probably on. I know that, and I think Cincinnati Picker's doing one at 9. But I'm going to be on Angie's at 8. So Angie takes preference over everybody else right now. She's giving away stuff. John ain't giving away nothing. And I'll just watch you for that reason, Angie. Y'all are nice people. And in the morning, I always check out, if y'all don't know Victoria, 3Gen Hustle. What's it? It's was it Coffee with Victoria or something? I forget now. But I don't always wake up right away to get on there, but I get on there, not in the beginning, but I get on there regular. And those people have a lot of fun. So he's at 202. Just make sure, again, on any of us that you subscribe, any of the people that are in the chat here, watch at least a video of theirs. So I might have to go out and watch Swamp Picker. I've watched everybody else's that's in the chat. And that way, because of 48 hours, you don't do it. Yeah. But if you don't do it, the sub don't count. And I got 5 yesterday on Angie's and Victoria's, and I don't know if they're going to count, because if they don't watch my channel, then they're not going to count. And I'm trying to get to 500. Never thought it'd be so hard. 3Gen Hustle started making videos. Well, I'm going to check those out too, because I haven't watched your channel, 3Gen Hustle, but I am now. Especially, I was on Victoria's. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm going to write down the ones I got to. And I'll be watching yours tonight, Swamp Picker and 3Gen Hustle. And I've watched Tanya's. I've watched Angie's. I've watched Man Mountain Lake. So I just sold something. Let's see what I got. I can't tell y'all because it would spoil the surprise tomorrow. Yeah, you were like 432 or something yesterday, Angie, I think. Oh, that's a cool sale. I think I paid $1 for that. Sold it for $30. And I've got a hoodie that goes with it, but that's worth more money. Well, no, paid $2 for it. Sold it for $30, and it's clothing. So y'all will see that tomorrow in my video. I'm trying to keep up with my shipping. Do y'all do that? I do my no, I was doing them every Wednesday, 3Gen Hustle, but now I just do them at random. I try to do it. I did one in the morning the other day, and only out country sales, and somebody else came in. It was it. So now I try to do them at night, but I'm trying not to conflict with a lot of the lives. But at this point, we're all just doing them, so it doesn't really matter. You're going to compete with somebody no matter what you do. But no, I typically try to go around 6 or 7, and then there's a couple of times I did a live one time last week. That's when Lonnie from Shed Flip saw me. I went live at 11:30 p.m. and was on there till 2 in the morning. So, and Lonnie really participated, and we had a really good time. And I got to ask a lot of questions that you don't normally get to ask, because, you can't connect with some of these people on a regular basis unless you buy something and then, mention it in the comments. But I will definitely check your channels out. And like I said, I watch Shed Flips, and he's got a bunch of cool stuff right now. And I've bought a few of the things. I just got this yesterday. I mean, he had this stuff priced really good. I mean, this is LBJ, and it's got a campaign button in it floating around there on the bottom. But I actually saw his funeral procession go by me in Austin, Texas on the way out. He was on his way to the airport at Bergstrom Air Force Base when he passed away, going to Washington, D.C. to lay in state. Of course, he's from Johnson City, west of Austin. And that thing's old. How old is that? See if there's a date on it. For the price he had it for, I couldn't pass it up. This is 1964. So he was president when this came out. And I don't think I paid more than, it wasn't more than $20-something. And to me, that's just cool. 1964, I was 5 years old. New old stock. That's right, Heidi. New old stock. But I don't have a bunch of them. 40 listings. Good for you. I did 40 the other day too, but it's mostly video games. Video games are easy to list. And I do mine differently than a lot of people. They just show the picture of the video game. I go into a lot more detail. Found a Harley Pig and a 2003 Hope Bear toy. A Harley Pig? What's a Harley pig there, Mr. Militia? Oh, 6 hours before I figured I wasn't connected. Oh, MML. Yes, they are hot flip, Heidi. MML. I was on live for 6 hours before I figured I wasn't connected to the internet. Now, that's the funniest one of the night, y'all. Oh, man. MML, you got to put out a video now. You got to do that story or something. Impeccable hot flip. That's bigger than Lonnie. Yep. Hey, and Nate, she just sold some books for like, was it $500 or $600 there, Heidi? Those Babysitter Club books. I just sold some recently too for good money, but I didn't have 90 of them, and I didn't make $600 or $500. 300. Okay. Hey, that's still good money. I also got 2 of these for $11.99 from Lonnie, and they're Rugrats, they're Mott's, which is the applesauce people, watches, the Rugrats movie watches from 1998. I mean, for $11.99 for 2 things from 1998 that have never been opened, and they're Rugrats, which is popular. The Texas Ranger stickers I got from them are the vintage logo. I got 25 of those for like $12.99, and I'm selling those individually for like $7 a piece. Now, the rest of the stuff I haven't figured out if I'm keeping it or what. I don't sell anything on Amazon, no. I thought about it, but you're blocked from a lot of things. And I mean, the only great advantage that I see is that you get to ship a lot of stuff cheaply to them. But I just don't. So you're down around Baton Rouge there, Swamp Picker? I think he's in the Denham Springs. That's where he's at. I've lived in Beaumont. That's the closest I've been to Baton Rouge is Lafayette. And I sell books too. Oh, you're in Baton Rouge. Okay. Yeah, he's in Denham Springs, I think. You can go hang out the shed with him and help him out there. Help him list some stuff. Of course, I think he's the kind that don't want you handling his stuff. He don't want somebody in there doing all that. He likes doing it himself, kind of like me. I like doing stuff myself. I don't need help listing and stuff. All right, Angie, we'll see you in a few minutes. I'm going to get off here in time to be in that. It's another 45 minutes now. I guess you need a lot of time to get ready. Thanks for coming in, though. Y'all go check out Angie at 8 o'clock Central Time. She's going to be doing a giveaway. Get your name entered and subscribe to her channel and all that, and you may win a prize. And then on the last day, the 12th day, she's going to give away a $50 Amazon gift card as well. And you don't have to be present to win. That's the nice thing. 270 listed items on eBay. Only 10 left this month. Oh, there you go. Now, I can't remember, Nate. It's been a while since I've had that many. If you sell stuff, do you get to list something again? I guess you do. I can't remember. It's been so long because I have this premium store. So KDP Direct. Oh, okay. Oh, you're in some of his videos, huh? Mowing his lawn or what? No, I'm kidding. So you're in some of them like you were picking where he was picking. Is that what you were doing? Okay. He really likes those watches. I do. I mean, they're kind of cool. I mean, I watched Rugrats, Chucky and all them other people. But for that price, I mean, they've never been open. They're $19.98, $11.99. That's like $5.50 a piece or $6 a piece. I mean, that's cheap. Oh, okay. Okay. Good night, Angie. We'll see you at 8 o'clock Central Time. I'll be there. And then I got to check out after that Swamp Picker and 3 Gen Hustle's YouTube sites. Anybody else? Yeah, I'm not a big. I mean, I'm like again, they're past my time, but my kids watched them. So, some of y'all know more about some of those shows than I do, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all that. I didn't watch none of that stuff. Now I do like Mr. Bean. Me and my kids used to sit and watch Mr. Bean and just laugh, and make homemade onion rings. Yeah, that's why I look like I do. A big onion ring. Chucky, Tommy, Phil. Oh, now who's the fan of Rugrats there, Mr. I Know Who They Are. There you go. I will have to check that out, Swamp Picker, but I'm going to check yours out. Now, Swamp Picker, do you do videos a lot? Or do you just pick? I mean, do you do a bunch of videos? Like picking videos, or you just do what soul videos? What's your videos about? Same question for you, 3Gen Hustle. Are your videos, and I'll find out, but are your videos what sold or? Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And check out everybody else in the channel, y'all. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to everybody that's in the channel, and please watch at least a video to make sure the sub sticks, and then you may fall in love with what they're doing. And again, any comments that people make in my videos, I will respond to, or the Cap Guy _Oklahoma. I will answer questions on Instagram as well. And don't go to TikTok and watch me dance, though. Right now, I'm just putting intros of JT into those, trying to get people from TikTok to move over to me. I get more views on TikTok of my intro of JT in 60 seconds than I do on YouTube. I get almost 200 views a day on there, and I get 100 on here. So kind of crazy, isn't it? So it's all about JT. If JT had his own channel, he'd probably be at 70,000 subs by now. But okay. Well, I'll check it out. I mean, if you go back and watch my first videos, JT wasn't nowhere in sight, and they're horrible compared to. I mean, they're still not great, but they're better. And we just try to make it different. We're just trying to be different than everybody else because, you know, a lot of people do. Here's what I got. Here's what I got. Here's what I sold. And mine is transparent. Not only am I telling you what I bought, I tell you where I got it, what I paid for it, what I sold it for, and my profit off of it, and then totals for the day after all the fees. So you can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing and what you can do, and you're also seeing the diversity in the goods. That's the biggest thing for me, and then JT just makes it funny. That's kind of my whole thing. And we don't plan a lot of this stuff. Most of the stuff he starts talking, and then I kind of ad lib back and forth with us. We don't plan even the songs. We don't write the songs in advance. Once in a while, I may have a verse or something, but typically we do it from the hip. We're just trying to create as we go. And that sometimes makes it funny because we mess up, or, you know, I'll say something wrong, and y'all see my comments in my videos. I don't go back and fix it. It's what it is. You're going to make mistakes, and you're going to say things that are wrong. Or, you know, when I used to say like 8-track tapes, and I was holding a VHS tape, and I'd be like, oh my God, you just said the wrong thing. That's just part of it. And I don't want to go back and fix that and make it perfect. I want it to be reality, because that's how our lives are. You're going to make mistakes, and you just have to let things go when you do them, whether it's in your personal life or in your eBay life or any selling platform life. Things are going to happen to you, good and bad. And when they're bad, you just got to let them go because they've already happened. Can't dwell on them. Just move on. Yeah, that's right. I forgot they were even playing. But hey, I'm in the mode now for the Cowboys to get a high draft pick. But they better not they keep hearing they're going to get this safety from Alabama or a cornerback from Alabama. And I'm thinking, no, y'all need to get some offensive linemen. That's what you got to get. We need some offensive linemen again. We've been devastated there. 100 items from a state sale for $1,000, so it's hard to gauge what I made. I'm already 4K in sales. So do you use a spreadsheet? I use a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet, and I have tabs. And some are from bundle deals that I've done, like the plush, Mary Kay. I have separate tabs. And then the other stuff is just a mixture of stuff. I should probably do a tab on everything that I do when I buy like $100 at a sale, or like in your case, 1,000, and then just keep track of it. But that's how I kind of do it. And it's also good for tax purposes to have a spreadsheet. And then if I have a return or somebody, I sold something for $10 and I don't want to take it back because it only cost $1. I go back and update my spreadsheet with that loss, because that you need to show your losses in there as well to calculate your taxes. And don't forget to donate before the end of the year. That is a big tax write-off, folks. If you don't donate to Goodwill or Salvation Army, other thrift stores, you need to donate before the end of the year and get that tax write-off, because it is a big chunk of change in your taxes. Now, I'm not a tax attorney, but I do know that. And I haven't done mine yet, but I will. And all your expenses, don't forget that as well. That's if you go over 20,000. If you go under 20,000, you don't have to worry about it. There's Lissa, the night owl. The night owl is up before, well, it is dark. Never mind. Yeah, we've been chatting there, Miss Lissa. Lissa don't have a store. She sells on eBay. How's your sales on eBay right now, Miss Lissa? She doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she does sell. You don't have many items listed. Yeah, and if you don't make 20 grand, and the criteria for getting a 1099 on eBay is you have to sell 200 items, which I've always exceeded that a year, and you have to also make 20 grand or more. Last year I did 24, and I was trying to stay under the 20, but I didn't take into account the PayPal stuff. This year I'll probably hit 80,000. So all bets are off now. I'm just trying to find ways to buy things that I can write off. And this is the time to buy computers and supplies and all that kind of stuff because you can use it on your tax write-offs. Pretty steady, but not great. How many items do you have listed on eBay and other platforms, Lissa? Three Gen Hustle's making thousands off of 100 items. Big ticket items. We're going to check that channel out. 400. Okay. All right. Well, that's, Lonnie and John, Cincinnati Picker, that's about what they got. By the way, if y'all don't know Lonnie's eBay store, it's Mean PC. He has garage flips too, but he doesn't have a lot in there. But Mean PC, all one word, is Lonnie's eBay store if you want to follow it. Hope you don't mind, Lonnie, if you're listening. But I follow his store, and I follow John's. I follow Kevin's. I follow Heidi's. People I know that do this that aren't associated with YouTube or anything. I'm going to go look now because I can't remember everybody I follow. Matt, Part-Time Pickers. I don't watch Matt anymore, but I do follow him. Oh, wow. Ryan Dungy's on the Wheaties box. There you go. What's that worth? I don't know. If it's autographed, just don't get it autographed to you because it ain't worth much. Who else do I follow? Captain Kirk, but he doesn't have a YouTube. Commonwealth has 705 items in his store right now, the one that I know of. Chad Juice, if y'all follow Chad Juice, he has 377. Daily Refinement, I've watched a few of his videos. He has almost 11,000, but he does a lot of yeah, you're right. I'm gonna be in the playoffs, but I hope I get you the first week so I can knock you out. I've already beat you once. Daily Refinement, who else? Echo Bay Lady, that's Miss Heidi, and I hope y'all don't mind me saying your names. She has 459. Garage Flips has 69. That's Lonnie's one store, and I don't know about his private porn store. Who else? Harry Tornado has 409 items. I think Harry Tornado is more about YouTube now than he is reselling, and that's not being mean, folks. That's just me saying that he seems to be more focused on YouTube than he does. He's not listing a lot of stuff. So, who else? John Cincinnati Picker has 529. Mean PC is up to 1119. He was just. Do I have merch? Merch? What do you mean by merch? Who else? Pick Flip has 66. Primetime Treasures has 436. RVA Flips has 121. That's another channel I don't watch much. And the Hip Line, that's Rally Roots. They have 558. Oh, no. Am I wrong on that? And Mr. Tennessee Picker, how many's he got? Tennessee Picker has 996. West Tennessee Finds, that's MML. I don't see anything. A JT Dynamite hat. Oh, do I have stickers and mugs and T-shirts? Oh, that merch. Okay. No, but I'm giving away this when I get to 500 subs, and I'm 15 away. So I'm going to give that away, and you'll be the first one to own one. First one on your block to have a Cap Guy Sales or Sales Profits Profit. And I have these. I got them made on Amazon or eBay, one of those two. And you can get them made cheap. But I'm going to apply these to other things that I buy. And I mean, I'm not a big enough channel to have merch, in my opinion, but I do have some caps and beanies coming from China, and they will get here sometime in December or January, and I will probably give those away, except for one or two that I keep. But I've got a few, and I'm just checking out different ways to do it. I tried to get Froggy Flip's wife to do some stuff, but I haven't. And the same with Tesla on the socks. But Lone Star Picker, I need to make stickers. Send me the info on the IG. I just went. I'll have to figure that out and send it to you, Lo. You know the banner that's behind me? I got that made, and it didn't cost me more than $30. And I hardly see anybody with a banner. And welcome, Lone Star Picker, and everybody. If you're not subscribed to Mr. Lone Star down there in the greatest city on earth, Austin, Texas, subscribe to him, and then make sure you watch one of his videos within 48 hours. Of course, he always seems to be live with somebody. Granite Mountain merch all over the place. Oh, there you go. Is it on disc too? You have it on Frisbee discs? Drifter's a big Frisbee golf guy, by the way, folks. You can buy some small orders, like get a few things. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That's a good idea. I'm waiting on the hats to get here, and then I do have these. Like I said, I got these made pretty cheap, and then I have a coffee cup in this beverage container that could be yours if I get to 500 subs and can stay there. And you'd be the first one to own one, unlike the Enaman. And I have two Enaman. One I got from Kevin, the big one, and then he had a few of these, and he was selling them. And I went out to get them, and they were gone quick. So I went out on eBay, and I found the only one on eBay, and I bought it. I don't know what the little mini one's worth, but it's an ornament. I probably should put him up there and sell him, but I don't know how much I'd get for him. But I paid more than Kevin was selling his for. And but I just had to have it because I already have the big man up there. But I thought that was pretty cool. Who needs a Fleet Enema man on their tree? Hey, Michelle, welcome to the channel. We're just doing lives now at 8 o'clock, everybody. I'm going to be off here because I got to be on Angie Resale's channel. And y'all, let's do this at 8 o'clock Central Time. And that's tomorrow in Australia. Let's all flood Angie's channel tonight at 8 o'clock. And she's going to do her giveaway. And you don't have to be there to win, but you got to be registered, subscribe to her, and like the channel. And she's giving away prizes the 12 days of Christmas. I think she's on day 7 tonight. And on the last day, she's giving away a free Amazon $50 gift card. And I'm giving away this when I get 500 subs. And I'm giving away a $100 gift card to your choice of places, or whatever you want, like a Visa or a Amazon or Walmart, whatever. When I hit 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours, and I'm at 485 and 3,000 hours, and then I'll do some other giveaways as well. I've got a big death pile. Post her link, bro. Oh, Angie's. What is Angie's? Angie Resales. Somebody post Angie's Resales for me, please. 3Gen Hustle, can you do that for me? Because the cap guy's not as tech savvy as Mr. Lone Star Picker. I just barely know how to give wrenches. I'm going to give you a wrench there. Angie left too, so she went to get ready for her show. But yeah, let's flood her show tonight at 8 o'clock and see what, since he's on at 9, I don't know what time that is, and answer your question, Nate. He's on with somebody else, but I don't know. But he's on at 9. I don't know if that's Central Time or Eastern Time. Angie. Oh, Angie. Oh, Angie's on at 8 o'clock Central Time. Angie Resales. If you go to Angie Resales, and I don't know, not the wrench giveaway again. No. She's giving away IKEA bags and poly bags and all other kinds of stuff. And she's giving away. Oh, got a message on a John Deere hat. Just wanted to make sure this was a men's hat. A John Deere hat. I want to make sure it's a man's. Is there another kind of John Deere hat? It's not pink. Her. I don't know. I mean, she's at 433 subs too. I think so. Somebody click on that link and see if it takes you to Angie Resale's channel. I don't want to do it or I'll get out of my video here. Who put you in timeout? How can you be put in timeout? You know, if anybody did that, Nate, it was MML, I guarantee you. Who put you in timeout? Where's Drifter Thrifter? How can I get him? I didn't put you in timeout. I don't show you in timeout. Nate. All right, who put Nate in timeout? Have you heard the phrase no cap? No, what does that mean? Not to wear a cap? I do have hair. Some moderators, who do we have to beat? We just beat each other with them. I don't know what no cap means, but I do have hair, but I'm not going to show you because it's messed up under my hat right now. But I do have hair, except I am growing a little bald spot back in the back a little bit. And when that gets bigger, I'm shaving my head because I don't want no runway in the middle of my head. Kept not posting. No. Now you're in. There was a glitch on one of my posts. Okay. But yeah, let's check out Angie's. Yeah, okay, that's her channel. Okay. Thanks, Karen. Yeah, check her out at 8. Let's just bombard her. I think the most she's ever had in her room is 22. I think the most I've ever had is like 21. So let's bombard her and maybe win. Maybe one of y'all that gets in there will win something. I know, aren't you in there normally, 3Gen Hustle? And I know Karen is. Nate gets in there. MML gets in there. Let's get in there and help her out there at 8 o'clock Central Time. And again, everybody that's in the room, help each other. We're small channels. Let's help each other grow, subscribe to each other. And then also when you subscribe, remember within 48 hours, if you don't watch at least a video, they go away. The new slogan, the cap guy. No. And then if you watch in the beginning of my video, I put not just caps. I probably chose the wrong name, but at this point, I don't want to change the name because I'm afraid that nobody will know who I am. And I'm starting over kind of, so I'm kind of stuck with it. But I should have picked a different name because I do a lot more than caps. Yeah, let's just surprise her. Yeah, thank you, Lissa. And so I do a lot more than caps. As a matter of fact, I mean, I have about 500 caps out of the 3,500 items I have on eBay. But sales are snail, profits are profits. Okay, I got you. Well, I'm not a prophet by any means, but I do like making profits. I probably know more about sports jerseys, I'd say, than anything else. That's where I figure I would say I'm an expert. I know a lot about sports jerseys, and I've sold a lot of them, and I have a ton of them. And I have my own collection of some really nice old jerseys. Cowboys, Longhorns. I've even got a Pat Tillman Arizona Cardinal jersey. That's pretty cool, but it's kind of a memorial one. And I lived there when he was playing football there before he went to Afghanistan and got killed. Bye, Miss Journey. Miss Journey, we'll see you at 8 o'clock. We better. You sell me? Nope, I have not. I think 75 or something is about the most I've sold a cap for. I do have a cap right now, Nate. It is a Richard Petty, and it's called a pinwheel. And I have it for $151 right now because I don't want to be hearing about this anymore once I sell it. And I have 5 watchers on it. And I had it for higher than that, but I won't go below 151 because I'm not going to let you keep bringing that up. So I do have a Richard Petty pinwheel cap for $151 that I paid $3 for at a estate sale. And it is nice and it is cool. And there was only one other that sold just like it, and it sold for more than $150. So there are caps out there that sell for $300, but I haven't found any of them yet. But I have sold a lot more caps than Mr. Nate. But we're not in competition there, buddy. You live in Australia, and you need to sell that Ford New Holland cap you got. That's worth a lot of money. You probably need to send that to me and let me sell it for you. Just need like 120 US. Okay. I collect Carmelo. I do have Carmelo. I do believe I have had Carmelo Anthony, mostly Denver Nuggets. I don't know if I have. He played for the Thunder as well. He's played for everybody in the world. I think I do have some. Okay, yeah, get to it. It's worth some money, Nate. I promise you. You love Carmelo? Yeah, he didn't play here long. The best jersey that I've ever sold was a Chris Paul Hornets jersey when they were here during Hurricane Katrina from New Orleans. And I found a St. Valentine's Day special edition Hornets jersey, and it was stitched. And I paid $535 at Goodwill, and I sold that for $305. And I have right now a rose Chicago Bulls St. Patrick's Day special edition jersey, and I think I have it on eBay right now for about 130, and I paid $2 for that one. So jerseys can be valuable. I've sold hockey jerseys for 170, over 220 game worn jerseys, and it doesn't matter if they're NHL or minor league. Some of the minor league team ones sell really well too. So hockey jerseys are probably the best sellers, but I don't find as many. And then I would say football and basketball after that. And then last is baseball. And I still think those are the best jerseys to buy. They're the prettiest jerseys, the nicest jerseys. They're just heavy and big, you know. Carmelo. I like Carmelo. I had that Carmelo in Australia. Men will pay for ball caps. Oh, yeah. And the vintage ones, too. Somebody's asked me if I'll take 25 for a Pokemon hoodie. What do y'all think? Let me see what I got it listed for. $31.95 plus shipping. And what do I have invested? $333. What do you think, folks? Should I do it? It's Christmas. $333. They're offering me 25 plus shipping, and I've got it for $31.95. Think I should pull the trigger? Pokemon hoodie. Women's small. I'm waiting for an answer. Let's see. No, don't do it. Should I counter with another offer, like 27, 28? Counter in the middle. Okay. That's what I'll do. All right, y'all. If I don't get this sale, I'm blaming you. And then 3Gen Hustle has to send me some high dollar stuff. All right, we'll know here in just a second if they took it. You know, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose on offers, and I've had some good luck with offers lately, but yesterday somebody offered me 40 for something, or 60. I had it for 60 and they offered me 40 and I didn't take it, and I countered back and I didn't get it. So, oh well, that's all right. Sometimes I go, man, I sell high because, yeah, and I sell high, to be honest with you. I go to the higher end of the comps because you can always come down and you may get a bite at the higher end. So I do the same thing, and that's probably why at 3,500 listings I only have 15 sales a day. But that's okay, because my goal is to make 150 profit a day, and I do that most days. The last couple of days I've made well over 200, And right now I'm over 100 profit. I'm not at 150 yet, but the night's young, and I may push that a little bit with this one if it takes it. So anyway, yeah, you gotta play with it. And I always say run sales offers and tweak your prices. I go back in and I'll see some of the higher items that have been there a while, and I'll start moving them down in price a little bit by little bit without sending offers, and try to get people to bite at them. It's like fishing, guys. You just got to throw it out there and wait for that fish to come by and hope he bites it. So there you go. Well, I think I'm going to cut this thing off so we can get ready to go to Angie's. And again, everybody, I appreciate you. Give it a thumbs up if you haven't. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. I'll be watching Swamp Picker and 3-Gen Hustle tonight. Anybody else I missed that's got videos out or that I have not watched, let me know. And you can also catch me at the Cap Guy _ Oklahoma. Send me a message and let me know. Follow me on there, and I always follow back. And if you sub to my channel, I sub back. That's the way it works for me. That's the way I do it on MTV. So I appreciate you, and thanks for everybody being here. And yeah, I mean, and sometimes I wait too. It just depends. If it's slow, I want to get some sales, and if it's busy, I'll wait. And it depends on what it is too, and how much I got in it too. So sometimes I'm just trying to get my money back. I rarely lose on anything because I don't sell it for less than I'm paying for it, unless it just gets to a point where it's not going to happen. But anyway, I appreciate everybody, and thanks, guys, and I appreciate you. And we'll see you on Angie's show in about 15 minutes. Tell them the Cap Guy sent you.